YouTube, this is Brian. Coming at you today with a video showing all the steps I did on a shrimp tank that I recently set up. It's a 20-gallon long, and I'm just going to take you through each step of the way, and hopefully this turns out to be kind of a cool little video. So this is the tank. It's underneath my 150-gallon discus tank. It had been being used, or I'd been using it for a grow-out tank or a hospital tank, but I decided to convert this over to a shrimp tank. As you can see, I've got my Phoenix Planted Plus on the top right here, and yeah, that's basically it. Didn't do anything else to the tank. I got in the Amazonia aqua soil, the ADA Nature Aquarium aqua soil. You got a 9-liter bag and a 3-liter bag. I ended up only using the 9-liter bag, but that's what I'm going to use for substrate, or that's what I used for substrate in the tank. Now, as you can see here, I've got the substrate placed in the tank. Haven't put any water in yet. You can see in the back there too, I'm using a Marineland Penguin 350 filter. A lot of overfiltration, but there's me just showing the empty bag. Like I said, I just used the 9-liter bag. So that's in the tank. Okay, so this is after I put in the substrate and filled up the tank. With the ADA aqua soil, you don't rinse it first, so it kicks off a ton of dust, and as you can see there, the water is just basically black. So I took out the bio wheels on the Marineland filter, and then I hooked up this Marineland HOT 350, and I used some of the, well, what do you call that powder that you put in there as well? Diatom powder. So it ended up cleaning it up pretty quickly, but this is right after I filled it up, and basically just looks like black muck. Okay, so this is the next day after I filled it with water. As you can see, the Magnum HOT filter cleared it up. Water looks nice. I just threw in some plants in there to start trying to soak up the ammonia. You may or may not know, but this ADA aqua soil leaches a ton of ammonia. So I just threw in some Hygrophila polysperma sunset that are floating there. I got some Taiwan moss in that you can see tied to the pieces of driftwood from Planet Aquarium MN, and some other various plants. I also went ahead and hooked up the CO2. As you can see, I'm using a paintball CO2 cylinder with a Red Sea regulator there. That's an Aquatech bubble counter, a Red Sea drop checker. Oh, and there's the Red Sea solenoid, the inline solenoid. This is the drop checker that I was telling you about. And at first I used the Aquatech 3-in-1 diffuser right there. I ended up changing it. I don't know if I'll show it in the video later, but I ended up putting in one of my Fluval diffusers just because for this application it was going to work better. But yeah, you can see it cleared up pretty quickly here. Okay, so this is a few days later. Got in a few more plants here. As you can see, I've got some pieces, good-sized pieces of Riccia tied to those rocks there, one on each side of the frame there. Those I got in from Mr. Honey to You. He sold those to me along with some of the S-Repens and the Downoi in the tank. Downoi is also known as Pogostom and Helferi. You can see at this point the Taiwan moss isn't doing very good, and the reason why is I hadn't paid attention to the temperature, and the temperature was way up at around 85 degrees, and I think that's what caused it to do so badly. But a lot of the stuff in here is melting. There's pieces of roots and pieces of fishing line that I use to tie things down. There's some Vesuvius swords over there too. Just kind of wanted to get some stuff in here to start soaking up nutrients and start growing. Again, the ADA aqua soil really leaches ammonia too, so I wanted to get some plants in there to help that. There's a close-up of the Downoi, not looking too hot at this point, but you'll see later that it did bounce back. So we'll go on, I guess, to the next clip here. Okay, now the day finally came where my ammonia was down to 0 parts per million, so it was okay to start putting in shrimp, but I just decided to quickly film this to show you guys that that it did come down. I forgot to count the amount of days, but it was a lot quicker than doing a fishless cycle because the marine land filter that I had hooked up to this tank already was seeded. So I was able to get that ammonia down, I want to say in under 2 weeks. Might have even been about a week and a half. I just honestly can't remember. But anyway, so here is a clip where I put a few just red cherries in from my other strip tank. You can see they're doing real good. Just gonna show you a few different clips. There's a check out the purling on that Rickia. It gets even better later. But just got some shrimp in here now to see how things progress. Okay, so I decided that the one Phoenix Planet Plus wasn't enough light on this tank for what I wanted. I wanted a real highlight tank for once to really grow some highlight plus CO2 type plants. So I ordered a Phoenix Fuge Ray to go along with it. So the Planet Plus was giving me about a 45 par reading, and the Fuge Ray is I think about a 61. So that's going to put me at about, if my math is right, about 106. So that's a ton of par, and so that's going to do real good here with the highlight and the CO2. I'll be able to grow pretty much anything I want to in there. But I'm just kind of unboxing it here to show you guys. It looks just like the Planet Plus as far as the rig itself. It's got different lights in it, obviously. But yeah, so I went ahead and put that on the tank. Let's see here. Just showing you the top of the tank where I'm going to put it. It's going to sit right next to the Planet Plus. I didn't get a full 30-inch light just because the Planet Plus wasn't, and I've only got less than 24 inches exposed here, so I don't need to light the whole tank. So here we are again. I'm just showing you now that I've got the light hooked up, the Fuge Ray and the Planet Plus. I've got the Planet Plus in the back and the Fuge Ray in the front, and that's kind of what I'm going with for now. I eventually ended up putting them on timers, and I'm messing around with different intervals as far as what light's on, what time of day, and that type of thing. You can see too, I've got some crystal reds in there now as well that I pulled over from my 5-gallon. Everything's still looking pretty scraggly and stuff, but I just wanted to get things growing, and now that the second light's on at this point, you're going to really see a difference coming up in some of the clips. Okay, so what we're looking at here now, I had just gotten in some plants from firedupaquatics.net. Check those guys out if you haven't. They've got some great plants. But you can see I got 4 nice clumps of HC in front of the tank there, dwarf baby tears. I got some massively long pieces of dwarf hairgrass. Those are in the back right corner right now. They were about 9 inches each in length, and I cut them down. I'm going to cut them down some more and get them to carpet. But yeah, they're looking good. Pick those up and really digging that. I've always had a problem growing HC. Check out the purling right there on the Rickia too. That's just awesome. When you have a highlight like that, it's cool. I'm really digging watching that happen. But so anyway, yeah, this is what the tank's looking like the day that I planted the HC. Maybe it's a day or two after, I'm not quite sure. Probably a little bit after, as you can see that HC is actually starting to grow a little bit there. But so yeah, not much else to say about this other than I'm just kind of showing some HC and some of the other stuff. So alright, so this is basically the final clip. Just doing a little close-up here on a crystal red that's in the tank. I pulled him out of my 5-gallon crystal red tank, one of the few remaining good-looking ones. He's doing well in the tank, and I'm going to be adding some more crystal reds. Check out the Rickia purling there, looking good. The S-Repins right in front of the rock are doing okay, but I'm still wondering. I need to get some more of those. In a minute here, I'll show you the HC purling. There you go. It's growing good. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the dwarf hairgrass. I'm going to probably trim it down some more. Oh, and there's the other piece of Rickia purling. I'm going to trim that dwarf hairgrass down a little bit more and plant it somewhere else in the tank and let it carpet an area. But yeah, for now, things are going good. I got some more Downoi on the way and some more Taiwan moss from Planet Aquarium MN. But yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. I'll keep you updated as I get more shrimp and more plants in this tank. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Peace.